This is Evan Irwin live from Charlotte, and Benjamin Peebles-Mundy's joining us again. What'd you play against this round, Ben?
This time it was a mirror match. So,
all right.
Yeah, it's both Revel Art combo.
I have to ask, though, Oblivion Ring.
Yeah, I mean, I have some weird cards in my deck, and I guess he had Oblivion Ring. It actually was really good in the mirror. If I hadn't had the Unsummon to save my guy, it would have taken a lot more work to go off.
All right. So how did things go in game one?
In game one, I basically got ahead of him because I had a Riftwing Cloudskate on turn 4, and then I had Momentary Blink. And it turns out that in game one, at least, whoever gets the fastest start and has like the most bounce effects pretty much always wins. Like basically, the God Hand is a turn 3 Venser on their land.
Oh yeah.
So
how did you sideboard for the mirror match?
Basically, Wrath of God is a pretty dead card because you really don't want the Revel Arts to die. So we brought the 4 Wraths out and brought in 2 Sower of Temptation and 2 Stonecloaker. Stonecloaker can disrupt them in the middle of the combo, and also can do things like reuse, Muldrifter or anything like that. And it can even, trigger Revel Arc when people aren't expecting it. And then Sower of Temptation is just sort of the continuation of the idea that you want to come out of the gates fast. Right. So, if they try to drop Revel Arc and stabilize, you just take it and keep hitting them.
All right. So what happened there in game 2?
In game 2, basically I had a ton of mana, and so I started just casting my 2/2 flyers. And then eventually we got to the point where he played an Oblivion Ring on my Revel Arc, and I had tried to Momentary Blink it to save it, and he had Rune Snag, and that left him with just 1 land. So in response to that, I had another Momentary Blink, and I just comboed out right there.
Anything at all that you would do differently against this deck if you faced it in future rounds?
I don't think so. This was the deck that we prepared the most for because we figured that it's really good and it's really fun. Mm-hmm. So we thought a lot of people would be playing it.
And so you suspect that the person who gets the most bounce effects, that's the key to winning the mirror match?
Yeah, pretty much. I'd say so.
All right. Good luck, man. Thanks again.
Thanks.
Fresh off of a round 6 victory, what'd you play, Chris?
Revel Art Blink again for 3rd time.
Starting to get tired of that, or do you mind just beating it all day?
Well, it's working out so far. John's pretty good opponent. Then all the decks kind of they're close, but they have some things that other decks don't have. Some play different cards, but it seems like it's working out pretty well with the Voids and the Extirpates, and Red Chroma. So I guess I'll keep playing it. I'm sure if I make top 8, it'll be there as well.
So tell me how you got game 1.
Game 1 was kind of like a long attrition war where I eventually I won. I got to harmonize out. That was pretty much it. I just eventually got a couple extra cards in him.
Okay. Tell me how you sideboarded, and also comment on game 2. I saw that he had brought in the Pickles lock, and I think that's what ultimately ended the game. So just give us a little bit of commentary about that.
Yeah, the other guy had brought in the Pickles too, but I brought in the 2 Achromas, a Void, and 3 Extirpates. And I could pretty much kill creatures 1 for 1 with Scred and Incinerate, but I got stalled out. I didn't hit my 5th or my 6th land drop, so I had multiple Thresher stuck in my hand, and he had some Cloudskate, so he kind of clogged me up on my mana. He did win with a Brine Elemental, but I was pretty much dead at that point anyway. He just bounced my blocker out of the way, and I was pretty much dead.
You changed anything between games 2 and 3?
Yeah, I always take a Harmonize out on the draw versus aggressive decks, and I add the 3rd Void, but when I'm on the play, I take the Void out and I put in the other Harmonize. Because when I have the advantage, it's better. Those spells are better as opposed to Harmonize isn't too good if I'm trailing.
All right, and share a little bit about game 3 for us.
Game 3 involved him playing a lot of early Riftwings and Rift Watchers, and I was killing them off with my burn spells. And then it went for a long time where I just kept casting Garruk, and he would bounce it, and I played Siege Gang Commander, and he ended up dying. to a condemned. So I had 3 tokens that I ran a long time. Got 2 big hits in for 5 with Siege Gang and tokens, or Siege Gang and Village, which also later got condemned. So he's down to 10, and I got him 3-3-2, 6, 7, 8, 3-3 down to 4, and then I do another Siege Gang, so I was able just to attack through the blocker, 2 damage, and then hang.
All right. Thanks a lot. Keep it up, man. All right, I'm here fresh off of a round 6 feature match with John Mahan and Chris Woltereck. John, playing Blink today, saw something in your list we haven't really seen in the feature matches or in some of the other stuff that we've covered, and that's the Pickles lock. So you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
I'm bored into the Pickles lock a lot just because I see a lot of people putting in graveyard hate. So I pretty much just ignore my graveyard after first game. It's been working out all right so far.
All right. And so far, today has been working out pretty well for you?
I lock people and they just show me their hand. They got like extra pates all over the place. It's been pretty sick.
All right, fresh off a round 6 victory, I'm back with Kenny Mayer. So what'd you play this round, Ken?
I played a version of Red Green Warriors. It was a little different from like the stock Japanese list, but it had the same idea basically. The 2/2 put a +1/+1 counter guy. I'm sure it had the axe in there. I didn't see it. Colossus, perfect, etc., etc. So.
What was the red? Incinerate, Marauders. What did you see?
There was like a Rift Bolt, Incinerate, Lash Out. I think that might have been all I saw. So I was expecting Rada probably, but I don't know. I didn't see it.
So mainly just burn. How did you sideboard for that?
I sideboard out Harmonizes and Darmagoys for Colossuses. It might be wrong, but against like the Elves decks, like they don't put a lot of stuff into the yard by themselves, and I don't know. I like Colossus a lot more than Tarmogoyf, so I don't know.
Okay. So what happened there in game 1?
Game 1, I'm trying to remember that one. I think it was pretty competitive if I remember right, but I just had like the Garrick into Cloud Thresher, which is bigger than his team, and then my Tarmogoyfs and Cloud Thresher eventually broke past his team, and I had a little bit of removal spells here and there. So.
Okay. So how did he get you in game 2?
Game 2, he had a Mold of 5 on the play, and I mean it was a pretty decent Mold of 5, but my deck did its turn 2 acceleration, turn 3 Garrick, making Wall of Roots, and then Cloud Thresher, Siege Gang, Commander, Chameleon Colossus. Like, yeah, I was about to go overrun. He had to spend burn on the Garrick. So. Okay.
So in this matchup, in Elves or just in general, what seems to be the key for your deck to win?
They have to not go like turn 2 Vanquisher or turn 1 like Mana Guy, turn 2 Axe, turn 3 Colossus is pretty difficult to beat because even like I can't even race that with Scred. Like but if I can get a fast Siege Gang down, chump, and eventually, get card advantage on them because my guys are a little bit better overall than I have the possibility of winning. So.
Okay. And I know that he was green-red instead of the stock Elves list that you would expect to see, but is there anything differently that you would do against the Elf deck?
Not that I know of. I mean, everything worked out fine. I can't complain about my deck so far today. I've mulliganed not very much at all, so it's been pretty good for me today, and it seemed to work out fine against the Elf deck. So.
All right. Well, good luck. Keep it up, man.
Thank you.